What's going on, FG fam, and welcome to the Washington franchise on Madden 20. Today is a huge day. We cap off the series with 2 videos. You're getting one right now, and you're getting one at 6 p.m. for those of you who don't know. Reggie Bond, ranked number 1 in true talent. We took him at 14, a 78 overall hidden development pass rusher. We always need that solid third pass rusher to go along with Stallings and Battle, and we've got to bring him in. Then we bring in another D-end in Trey Hall with the 124th pick. He's very raw, but he'll be a backup. Ravens win their division. Texans win theirs, not with the best records either. Dolphins win the division for the first time in the series. Chiefs win the division over the Raiders. Lions get theirs. Falcons get theirs. We get ours. Giants actually make the playoffs. And Rams win their division as well. Barry goes for 3,400. 34 touchdowns. Only 4 picks. He played extremely well. Jeffy, 1,600 yards and 12 touchdowns. Randy Red gets 12 TDs as well. But still no 1,000-yard receiver. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. It's literally all we do here. And get excited for Madden 21, which is coming in a couple of days on the channel. I can't wait. We are going to bring out first episode of the Rams franchise on Saturday. So make sure you guys are ready. It's coming out Saturday morning, no less. So, you know, used to wake up for Saturday morning cartoons. It's time to wake up for Saturday morning Madden. Russell Gizzy, still good punting. Not the best net, though. He didn't have the best net year. Into the wild card round we go. Ravens over the Pats. Bears killing the Falcons. Raiders get a win as well. Raiders will play the Chiefs. Bears, Lions. We got a couple divisional matchups going on in the divisional. Chiefs over the Raiders. Lions kill the Bears. Ravens upsetting the Dolphins. And we get the win over the Rams as we're doing some straight sim right now. Ravens and Chiefs. Chiefs get the win. We get the win over the Lions, 35-14. So it's going to be us against the Chiefs. This is a little bit of a different matchup for us. And I can't wait to see what will happen. As we look at the NFC Pro Bowlers, good to see Buda McKenzie, Williamson's in there. Some guys who used to play for us. Bodden's been a very good tight end for a while in this league. Springs as well in there on the O-line. Hobart is in the Pro Bowl. Holloway just keeps doing it. Daryl Holloway has been a great linebacker. Sherrod Triplett as well making the Pro Bowl. So some guys who we have groomed making it to the Pro Bowl. We get the 24-17 win over the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Tom Morgan actually threw a TD. He's our backup. We actually had to get him out of free agency. Kemp with a touchdown as well. Mariani and Gregory with receiving TDs. And on the defensive side, it wouldn't be a game for Washington without Stallings getting a sack. He had 3 of them. Battle had 1 as well, so good to see those guys just beasting and feasting. Mario Ramsey wins MVP, but Kyle Newell, Offensive Player of the Year for the Jets in the AFC. That's cool to see. Garrett Hoke, his career going to be coming to a close soon as well, as he wins Offensive Player of the Year for the Giants. Tyler Morris winning. There's Jeffy. Look at that. Pick a Washington lineman. Again, 7 guys up there. Bronto Battle only makes it to 4th on the D-line, though. Our D-line guys starting to get a little bit old. Kaufman, 3rd in best kicker out of 3. Interesting. So we're looking here at this point in the series. You see Jeffy over 15K yards in his career. He's been absolutely amazing. Bo Tatum, 30 sacks in his career. You can see Donovan Stallings, 155.5. I believe Bruce Smith has 200. So he's just got to keep going for a little bit. Keon Wild, 41 interceptions. I think the leaders are way ahead of that, though, so not going to be great. As we move into another season where the Ravens, again, make the playoffs, Texans, Patriots, Chargers this time. There's something different. Lions again making it. Saints, Bucks making it again. And we go 15-1. Giants make it as well. Niners still doing pretty well at 8-8, though they make it. Barry over 3K again with 30 TDs, 9 interceptions. Jeffy over 1,600 yards as a 10-year pro with 13 TDs. We still can't get a 1,000-yard pass catcher. And we look at the O-line, nobody giving up 10 sacks, so still O-line doing some really good play. 13.5 for Donovan Stallings, 10.5 for Battle. So Stallings slowing down a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't slow down too much. I'd really like him to be the all-time sack leader. Forced fumbles, we had a couple of those. Defensive touchdowns, we didn't really get any on the squad. Kaufman went 12 of 18, only 66%. Gizzy, again, not 50 on the net, but very close. And Marcus Thorpe was our new kick returner. Steelers beat the Pats. The Lions beat the Giants in, I believe, overtime. Chiefs beat the Texans, and the Bucks beat the Niners in overtime. Then into the divisional where the Saints killed the Lions. The Chiefs upset the Chargers. We get the win over the Bucks, which we usually don't do, obviously. And the Chiefs beat the Ravens again for the third time in an AFC championship. We beat the Saints, who we always beat in the postseason. And we take on the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again for a second straight year, just like we did with the Ravens beforehand. And obviously we won't have any Pro Bowlers here, but let's just see. Anybody that used to be playing for us, Springs again making it. A lot of times he has made the Pro Bowl. Springs has been a very good lineman in this league for a really long time. And I don't actually see too many. Sherrod Triplett makes it again, so good for him. All right, so a couple guys making it. We killed the Chiefs, by the way, 45-13, 21 fourth quarter points. We didn't even need them. We were already up 34-13. Van Buren, 5 TDs, 1 touchdown. Pat Mahomes just hasn't played well in the Super Bowls in this series. Randy Redd, 106 and 2 touchdowns, and Spicer with a touchdown as well. Stephon Duval himself gets a touchdown as well. Sacks, Donovan Stallings, every single time in a big game. Picks by Buchanan, Wild, and Calcutta. So he has been on the team, 5 years experience. Forced fumbles, Thibodeau getting it done. So good to see. MVP goes to Jack Sitton of the Saints, but I don't see him winning the Super Bowl. Jeffy Moore goes to 3rd on Offensive Player of the Year. Kerry Clark 3rd on Defensive Player of the Year. We get no rookies because we usually don't draft any. Van Buren 4th in quarterback. Jeffy Moore wins running back. And again, this time 6 Washington O-linemen in a row. Kerry Clark, number 2. Kaufman now number 4 at a number 4. So basically whatever they choose to put there, he's going to be last. All right, Ravens make it again. Pats and Dolphins tie at 11-5. Pats win the division. Chiefs go to 11-5. They win the conference. Packers win the division. No Lions in the playoffs. We go 14-2. Eagles will make the playoffs as well. Seahawks make it at 11-5. Ravens over Titans. Packers over Eagles. Dolphins over Jags. And the Vikings over the Bucks. So we don't have to deal with the Bucks. Seahawks kill the Packers. Ravens over the Pats. We kill the Vikings, and the Dolphins moving 4th. They will lose to the Ravens, however, in the AFC Championship, and it will be another Redskin-Ravens Super Bowl for the 4th time in this series. We will play the Ravens in the Super Bowl. So let's take a look at the Pro Bowl here. John Greer made it as the number 1 halfback. Gibbons, who used to play for us, number 3 halfback in the NFC. I haven't been looking at the AFC side of things. Very biased in this series, am I? Maxey used to play for us as well on the D-line. There's June at middle linebacker, so he makes it as well. Good to see some guys who used to play here getting the recognition. Malcolm Camp made the Pro Bowl in the AFC, by the way. We lose this Super Bowl to the Ravens, 31-17. We had not lost a Super Bowl yet. We were a perfect, what were we, 4 for 4 or 5 for 5? Something like that. We just lost one. That is crazy. Mariani gets a TD in it. Let's see, did we get the, patented sacks from Stallings and Battle, but it did not help us to win the game this time. Strange. Ramsey gets the MVP for a second straight year. That Newell guy is playing really well with the Jets. We drafted him. Garrett Hoke went to the Rams and won Offensive Player of the Year. June, who used to play for us, wins Defensive Player of the Year over Winston. That's another interesting call-out. Jeffy Moore still winning Best Running Back. He's got so many accolades. It's unbelievable. And Washington Lyman, first 5. That's crazy. We get the win there at linebacker. Zimmerman was on there. Kaufman, second and best kicker. Okay, surprising. Move into another season. Steelers winning the AFC. There's the Jets over the Dolphins. Raiders making it. Lions finally getting back to the playoffs here. Bucks still there. We're 13-3, winning the conference, so another chance to get back to the Super Bowl. Barry goes for only 22-29. Slater had to play. He had 13 touchdowns, 3 picks. Barry 22-3. He would have had a very MVP-like year if he continued playing. Jeffy over 1,300 yards, 5 TDs. Spicer, again, really close every time to a 1K. Just can never get there. And sack-wise, look at that. Nobody gave up more than 4. What a year for the O-line. 20.5 for Stallings. He is really getting himself where he needs to be. And 4 interceptions for McKinley, who led our team in that. So 1 forced fumble on the entire year, and it looks like 1 defensive touchdown. Yeah, Carlos Myers, good for him. 8-year pro now. Wow, we drafted him in these simulations. He's an 8-year pro now. Russell Gizzy, great year, both over 50. Both the net and gross. Dolphins upset the Jags in overtime. Bucks win in overtime over the Packers. Raiders over the Bengals, and the Eagles upsetting the Lions on the road. Then the Dolphins upset the Steelers on the road. We get the win over the Eagles. The Jets beat the Raiders, and the Niners over the Bucks. Then the Niners upset us. Crazy. And the Jets over the Dolphins in a divisional AFC title game. So it's a 49er Jet Super Bowl. How interesting. Look at the eruption in the fourth quarter. We were down 14-12 in the fourth quarter eruption. We'll just take a look at this. Van Buren, 313, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Jeffy, only 69 nice yards. 169 nice yards for Gregory. I can't even be mad now. 2 guys in the 69s. I cannot even be mad. Barrington had 2 sacks. Stallings did get his 1. He literally gets a sack in every big game for us. It's crazy. So now that we're not in the Super Bowl, we can have dudes make the Pro Bowl. Jeffy does make it. I don't see anyone else making it from us. Andrews made it. Costello made it. There is Copeland. There's Waldron. Battle, that's 6. Stallings is 7. Okay, I lied. There's plenty of people here. Winston is 8. Poe used to play for us, doesn't count anymore. McKinley's 9. Yeah, so 9. I'll take 9. 9's not bad at all. The Jets have won the Super Bowl. Hobie, here it is. I know we won a couple in Madden 18 with the Jets franchise, and if you didn't check that out, that might be in the end screen for you to check out. Kyle Newell throws for 169 and 2 touchdowns, so hey, he used to play for us. He also ran for 30 yards. Guy is like the second coming of Barry Van Buren, and he did some Barry Van Buren-like things, running and throwing. So good plays. These are all guys I don't really know, as we're pretty much all drafted in the Sims. Marty McDowell wins MVP over Newell. Wow, 3 straight years he's come up second, Newell. Stallings wins Defensive Player of the Year, so good for him. A lot of accolades for Stallings throughout this entire series. Jeffy Moore, 3rd in Best Running Back. Wide receiver, we get nobody. O-line, though, we get the top 4, and then another one later on. Stallings and Battle were the top 2 D linemen. Linebacker, we get nothing. DB, we were 3rd in, and kicker, they didn't even put us there. All right, here we go. Another season. Let's see what we can do. Dolphins make it this time. Raiders win the conference. Bears, Vikings, couple interesting things. Saints, we win the conference again. Eagles are there. I'm trying to go until Jeffy Moore retires. Here's Barry Van Buren, and Jeffy Moore with only 405 yards. He might have been a backup this year. I should have paid attention and started him. No. All right, so Jeffy, this might be his last year. It may actually be the one. All right, sack-wise, Stallings had 11. Winston had 10 and 2 interceptions. Winston played very well this year. Winston might be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate for us. All right, I'm very nervous about Jeff now. Gerard Brown with the only fumble and recovery on the season. As we take a look, Kaufman, 19 of 21, his best season as a professional in his 10th year. Gizzy, both over 50 again. And Rudy Shade and Marcus Thorpe on the returning, not too much. Bengals upsetting the Dolphins. Vikings upset the Seahawks. A lot of good games here. Raiders over the Bengals. Vikings upset us. Wow. We lose 17-10 to the Vikings, who end up losing in a divisional NFC title game to the Bears. And it'll be Bears and Raiders. So Van Buren makes it. Kemp makes it to the Pro Bowl. Trying to see who else we get in this final Pro Bowl. Andrews, Costello, Copeland, Waldron, Battle, Stallings, Winston. That's 9 now. No corners? Oh, okay. No corners. 9. So we get 9 more Pro Bowlers. And the Bears win the Super Bowl, so that's good for Tyler if he's watching. 14 fourth-quarter points, 21-0 in the second half. Dakota Boss, remember him? Yeah, he's been a pro for 7 years now. 208, 3 touchdowns. Ulysses Evans, who's been on that team for a while. Look at that. John Greer gets another Super Bowl. Good for him. Over 100 yards and a touchdown. He also caught for a TD. So John Greer wins a Super Bowl with the Bears. And they had a couple more of our players, but none of them really contributed there. Newell, again, a 4th straight year finishing second in MVP. Does win Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC, though. Defensive Player of the Year we did not get. We did not get that. We're not going to get rookies. Quarterback we did not get. John Greer won Best Running Back, which is something we have dominated. O-line, we still dominate. We get the top 5 there. Winston, wow, we didn't even win Best Linebacker. I thought he'd be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Kaufman gets 4th. Van Buren, 2709, 304 in the touchdowns in his career. Rushing career, I mean, Kemp is only at 3,000, so it's very early on in his career. And, well, actually, it's not. He's an 8-year pro now. Gregory only 7,978 yards, and that's because he could never go for over 1,000. Sack-wise, Waldron has only given up... Wow, that guy only gave up 18? Okay, Kerry Clark over 1,000 tackles, 1,100 tackles, actually. Sack-wise, 144 for... No, Stallings! He's gone! Stallings retires. No. Kaufman, 78%. Gizzy, man, averaging almost 50. Yep, there you go. Stallings, Jeffy Moore, and Dre Harris all retired. Big, sad hours. Oh, man. So here's a look at the record books before I do a 10-year sim, which will be in the next video coming later on tonight. So Jeffy Moore has the top 3 rushing yardage seasons of all time, or games of all time. My bad. Sorry. Didn't realize where we were. Moore is up there in touchdowns. He at least made the record books once. Receiving TDs, we did not get to do anything with. Catches, either. So no there. Defensive sacks, though, Stallings had 7. Battle had a game with 8, which tied DeMarcus Lawrence, who did that against us. Defensive interception game, we did not get on there. But for a season, we did not get on the passing yardage. Touchdowns, though, Van Buren and Tyler Morris, both for us in 2023 and 2025. Rushing yards, Moore has the best 2 rushing seasons in NFL history. Rushing TDs, he never got to. He had 20 that one year, but that was it. Receiving yards, we never did this. Receiving TDs, we never did this. Catches, we didn't even do that. Defensive sacks, though, Battle and Stallings the same year with 24. Well, Stallings had 24 and a half. Or was it Battle? One of them had a lot. Stallings was up there as well. Again, a separate time. Zimmerman, his rookie season, had 13 picks. Now for career. Breeze leads in passing yards for a career. Lamar Jackson's actually up there. That's over Marino. That's crazy. Breeze for passing TDs. Mahomes is up there, though, over Brady and Manning. And Jeffy Moore finishes under 1,000 yards shy of Zeke Elliott. So a couple Cowboys up there, but Moore number 2 all-time in rushing. What a GOAT. The actual GOAT. And then rushing TDs, well, he finishes right there. 136 for him. Receiving yards, we could never get a guy to do that because we can't even get 1,000 yards in a game, unfortunately. Then we have, let's see, catches. Nope, not going to do anything there. Defensive sacks, though. Myles Garrett and Donovan Stallings at 219. Both over Bruce Smith, a tie for the record. Interesting. Donald Mack, a lot of big names up there. We could not get onto the interception list with Keon Wilde, who I believe had like 48 in his career. Still a lot. So we will 10-year sim, and we will show you that in the video coming later tonight. So I hope you appreciated this episode. I will see you guys at 6 p.m. tonight to cap off this series before the new franchise begins on Saturday. If you want to see more franchise in the meantime, click right here to see more franchise.